In this video, we are talking about the Rattle in the Sig Sauer 15 round magazines for the P365 line coming up. So my EDC is a standard P365, which is this guy right here. I carry it with a 10 round flush magazine. And when I'm not doing work around the house, which is why it's on my hip, I appendix carry, and I carry a spare magazine for it, more for balance than anything. Now I know the statistics of using a backup or a spare magazine are incredibly low. Again, I do it more for balance purposes to balance out the gun. And if I'm gonna do that, instead of carrying another 10 round magazine, I prefer to carry a 15 round magazine. But one of the things that would drive me nuts is the rattle. When you load 15 rounds into these magazines, they would rattle. The bottom couple of rounds in here, in the bottom of the magazine, for some reason, they would rattle. I don't know if there's just not enough tension or what, but I found a fix for that. Get rid of the rattle. As you can hear, there's no rattle. Now, I can't take credit for this. I found it on a Reddit, but I did not find any YouTube videos. Not everybody can go to or wants to go to Reddit and find stuff there. Most people go to YouTube to find fixes, or Rumble if you're watching it there. So I have another 15 round magazine here, and I want to show you what it took to fix that rattle. And before we get started, I do want to mention YouTube. I am not modifying a firearm. I am not changing the function of this magazine. I am not increasing the capacity by any means. So obviously you want to disassemble your magazine. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that. It's disassembly, which should not be considered modifying a firearm. YouTube, there's a little button here in the center. You're gonna push in on that using a punch or whatever else, and then slide the base plate off. So this is what it's gonna look like as you slide it off. Now be careful, it is under spring tension, and it can launch stuff out of the bottom. So now we pull the magazine and the follower out. So we got the follower up here, the base plate on the bottom, magazine in between. So all we're going to do is rotate that spring 180 degrees. That's all we have to do. So all we got to do is just pop the follower off, and the base plate, they just kind of like snap in, and then flip each of them around 180 degrees. Now we have a bit of a downward angle towards the front. Now I know what you're thinking, this could be a problem. So I advise you test all of your stuff before you rely on it, and then we put it back together. It's as simple as that. I can tell you that it has worked for this magazine right here. You can see that we are completely loaded up with 15 rounds of Underwood loaded Lee High Defense Extreme Defender. This is the, I think it's 90 grain plus P version. I have had no malfunctions doing this adjustment to the magazine, so that's a plus. But again, I suggest that you test it before you rely your life on it. But that's how I took the rattle out of my 15 round SIG magazines for the P365. And so if this helped any of you out there, go ahead and give this video a like. That's it for this video. We'll catch you on the next project. See ya.